Okay, so hello everyone. So today I'm gonna present about a very latest paper from ICOR 2023. It's about the capturing the motion of every tone for 3D human pose and shape estimation with the introduce of independent token. And to the right of the slide, you can see that's one example of the pose. So as you all might know, capturing the motion of human body pose, they have great value in many applications. And thanks to the introduce of parametric SMPL model and many diverse datasets with 3D annotation, progress has been made very remarkable. So the existing methods based on the regression, they have an implicitly assumption that we can predict the 3D body pose and shape depend on the image feature. So they regress estimated directly from the image feature using MLP regressor. So in the previous world, their approach is usually like this. First of all, they enhance the single frame feature by using a temporal encoder. And then they use a deep regressor to predict the SMPL parameter based on that feature, as you can see in the figure. But this scheme, they has drawbacks. First of all, it's unable to focus on the tone level rotation motion. So it's fair to capture the temporal consistency. For example, the HMR paper, the paper I present for very first time is proven to be effective in practice, but is produced only accurate pose for image. For the video, they create very implausible motion and create some jitter for the video. So in this paper, they try to understand the 3D reconstruction, like the assumption of this paper being made is they believe that the tone rotation is image independent. It's like it do not depend on the image feature, but we should provide a file. So the core idea of the model is encode the 3D rotation, the shape, and the camera information using an independent token, but like do not depend on the image feature. Given a image, so maybe you guys are not very familiar, so I will explain in the whiteboard. So previously, given a image, we will have some feature by using some CNN or something like this. And from the feature, they gonna use an MLP regressor to obtain SMPL parameter. But in this paper, in addition to the image feature, they encode a 3 type of token. They call it independent token. and they combine the kind of thing together and use a regressor to obtain the SMPL parameter. Yes, so that is the difference and the novelty of this paper. They introduced three types of token. The first one is a rotation. The second one is the shape, and the third one is a camera. So this is a base model for single frame input. So given an image, first of all, they use a CNN as an image encoder to extract feature map after they crop the image. And then they flatten the no, this is from this paper. Yeah. So after they obtain the feature map from crop image, they're gonna flatten it and add in some position embedding. And then those token, three type of token as I mentioned, they are learnable and they are FN to the sequence before they are sent to the transformer. And then so the transformer will have those token learning the three kind of token, and after obtaining three type of token, they use three head to like convert into the SMPR parameter. So we can see like this. This novelty is come from like it do not regress the SMPR parameter from feature image, but instead they let the token interacting with the feature and they update it by themselves. So the overall framework can be shown to in the slide. They contain of three main parts. The first part is a base model to the left. That's I already showed you before. So for the video, we fit each frame into the base model and obtain the token for each frame. The second part is the temporal model, as I showed in the middle. And they use transformer as the encoder to capture the motion. And the third part is a SMPL head to regress the final SMPL parameter. We have three kind of SMPL head corresponding to three kind of token. So we're talking much about three type of token. So what are they about? The first one is a tone rotation token, and it's contained of 24 token. 24 is the number of tone in the human coach. And the second token is a shape token, encoding the body shape information. And the third one is a camera token. It's encoding the translation and scale information. So as you can see here, we have only one shape token, one camera token, and 24 tone rotation token. And their dimension is the same as each other. So in the in the base model, it helps us learn the initial value of token based on image feature. And the third part is the SMPL head. We have rotation head as the top one, the shape head as the middle one, and the camera head as the bottom one. Thus, those heads have transformed the token from the final transformer layer to the real SMPR parameter. And this is the temporal transformer. For each chon, we have 24 chon of the human body, and for each chon, we have a separate temporal transformer, but they using the same way. Here the loss function are used by this model. So we have the SMPL parameter loss, the L2 normalization, the 3D location loss, the 2D location loss. And the L term is a temporal loss for video data. And then we gonna add in all those loss function. So we compare our method with the state-of-the-art image-based and video-based HMR method. So as you can see, the results show that our model, they achieve superior performance in almost all of metric. Yeah, that's it for me today for this paper. Thanks for your listening. Yep.
For different frame.
Yep.
And the temporal transformer somehow find their impressions between the output. Instead the contribution to.
So actually, yeah, we can say so, but the introduce of temporal transformer here, as like they focus more on the location. So for example, this is a human model. So for here, they have one transformer for each one, and the transformer here, they try to make those transform like so. This is frame one, and this is frame two. So for this joint, so the temporal transformer, they try to making the transition is smooth as possible.
So for each joint, you want to make the.
Yeah.
Using the temporal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are 18 mesh, right?
Yeah.
Using the hit point, considering hit point, usually they want to make that anything.
Yep.
First, especially is very similar to what CJ like.
Yeah.
But we are doing that in different making pitch state, improving the pitch state, extending pitch state for temporal unit. Here they involve transformer. maybe this is too slow. I think this would be slow.
Let me see. So maybe I think they do not measure the time here. Yeah.
So, I wouldn't say so.
Yeah.
Seems interesting. Actually, that is a problem. An issue now with the segmentation. We improve video into this game. Actually, that's the problem we have to solve. Yeah, please share this to friends who want to.
Yeah.
Thank you.